All right, so today I got a project. I finally got batteries for my scooter. So they've been pretty bad for quite a while. So I got two of those, and this here is one of my battery packs. So I'm just gonna do a video, and I was gonna replace these batteries, and yeah, let's get started. First thing you gotta do is you've got to flip it over. All the screws and everything are on the bottom. Along with all the spider eggs and everything else. This one's been sitting in storage for a while. I didn't want to use one of my newer battery packs. They just they still are working, so I like to keep the ones that are still working. Okay, so let's get this. Start taking these screws out. There is actually, I think, two different types of screws. So remember which spots or make sure you put them in the right spots when you go to put them back in. So I think there's some shorter ones and there's a few longer ones. And I would use a cordless drill, but I don't have an extension that'll fit into the hole here. I have I could probably get these ones out with it, but I figured I might as well just do it with the hand screwdriver. A little time consuming. A lot of little screws. So you got four along the top, I guess I'll call this, because it's towards the highest part of the battery pack. Alright, I got those ones. Now if you go down to the bottom part here, you've actually got, there's a long hole. So this is the part that I was saying that you about had to have at least a 4-inch screwdriver bit for your drill, which I should probably get one. Okay, I think that one's good. It's crazy because, yeah, these battery packs, man, if you can find them, keep them, because they want like $120 just for the battery pack, not the batteries, just the plastic part that you put the batteries in. And if you go to a shop or whatnot, they're gonna charge you another $100, $150 for the batteries. So you could easily have $260 just into batteries in a case. So, and it's always good having an extra battery pack, because when you're out doing something or going somewhere where you're going to be gone for a while, it's good to have an extra. You don't want to run out of power. That's like the worst thing, man, if you run out of power, especially when you need your scooter to get around. It's like you feel helpless not having it. So there was a while there where I didn't have my scooter only would last like probably a couple hours at the longest. But I'm pretty like active on my scooter. I do a lot, so Yeah, so when I didn't have it, it was a nightmare. Okay, so I think there was 4 in the back, 4 in the front there. Now you can flip it back over and you can take this off. Man, that looks bad. Okay. Set that over there. Trying to figure out what happened with this battery. I'm not sure. That one looks like it's new. This one looks like it's toasted. Down. Let's see here. So that's interesting. That makes me want to test that battery and see if that one's still good. Okay, got that one out. So they got Velcro, little Velcro strip things on the bottom of these. So you kind of got to wiggle it back and forth. Get that Velcro broke loose. This one's on there good. Dang, that one. So yeah, that's good Velcro. I don't think they really need to be in there that good. Dang, okay. Yeah, crazy part. It's just 2 strips of Velcro, one on that and one on that. But man, I tell you what, that one did not want to come out. Okay. All right, so now all we got to do is, well, I'll put, let me see if I can get these Velcro strips off of this here. Because that's one of the things you got to take. You got to reuse the Velcro because they don't come with Velcro on the bottom. And that's always a little tricky, getting these Velcro strips off. use a pair of pliers. Okay. There's one, which I might just put one on because I don't think it needs that much. I mean, that was a pain to get that out of there, so, okay. So I got my Velcro on there. Take the battery. There we go, all secure in that side. Hook up the battery connector back up to it. Make sure positive is positive and negative is negative. And that's that side. Okay, now it does say on the instructions that you should charge these 24 hours before using them. They said they come fully charged, but you should charge them, I guess, all the way up, and then. So that's what I'm going to do after I get this done, get this taken out here. I'm going to take and put this all back together. And okay, let's see here. Now this one is going to go on this side. All right, Velcro strip is on. The other set of batteries. The other set of terminals go there. Put this one into its spot. And it does have a wiring diagram. Well, it should. On the top of your box, like right up towards the top here. It says your what cable should go where. Okay. So yeah, that like ate that terminal up a little bit, but I think it's okay still. It's just the plastic part around it. But yeah, that battery was really messed up. All right, so now that we got the battery, the new batteries all installed, all we gotta do is put the cover back on. And it's basically just the reverse of what we did before. All you gotta do is put the cover back on and then gently, be careful, you gotta hold it on the top because just so it doesn't, you remember all the weights on in those batteries there. Okay, now that I got that over, I just take a screw and put it back into its spot. And if you end up having multiple battery packs, try to remember to mark them. Put like a number on them, so you got like battery pack 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever, and then you'll know what battery packs are still good, or like if you got a dead battery pack that you just got done using. If they're labeled, then you won't forget. Go out and do something, and then realize you grabbed a battery pack that wasn't charged. And I have done that multiple times, and it's no fun. I don't know. I almost hate putting all these screws back in, just because like you don't need 8 screws just for this cover, but they do sometimes rattle out when you're throwing them around. So I guess it's good to have extra screws, I guess, in there. Okay, there's that side. Let's go get the back side, which this was the hard side because these ones were the ones that were down in there a little further. go. Got that one. All right, and there we go. We got one good fresh battery pack. So I actually got, it was a little cheaper to buy them when you buy more than one set, and then you can get a deal on them. They cut a couple bucks off of it. So I got 2 packs, so that way I'll have 2 fresh batteries, and that'll normally, when they're good and new, that should last me, one battery pack should almost last me 2 days of work. And like I said, like, and those are 7-8 hour days. Now that they were bad, I mean, I was barely getting 2 hours out of them. I had to rotate them and just go back and forth in between 2 battery packs, and have them on the have one on the charger as I was doing the next one. So it was a pain, but now we're good. Got these, so hopefully they last. The normal lifespan on any of these smaller batteries like this, you'll be lucky if you get a year out of them. I use mine a lot, so I mean, I bought a bad set a while back from a local store, and man, they only lasted me like 4 months. So you just kind of hit and miss. Hopefully, these are good ones. I've heard of this brand before. These ones are the Neptune. I think they're, yeah, Neptune batteries, and so hopefully these ones are a little. I've seen them a few times, so hopefully they're better than the other ones. So, all right, I just want to show you this video. I'm sorry it took a little longer because, doing this by hand. So, all right, you guys have a good day.